Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I have every single LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle set in front of me, and we're going to be doing a combining video to make one ultimate epic castle scene. Now, for the first part of this video, I do have the official castle diorama that's in the back of all the new instruction manuals. Here we have this picture of it right here. So we'll be trying this. Unfortunately, this does not include either of the two promotional sets that LEGO introduced, or the retail exclusive Quidditch set. So these three are going to be omitted from the first part of this video. However, after I do make the Hogwarts Castle as LEGO sees fit, I will be rating it, reviewing it, and then trying to add these three sets to make it the official full one. I know that not everyone will have these sets. However, if you do, I think it's pretty good to, see how they would actually stack up against the rest of the sets. So without further ado, let's start combining this and mix it all together. Alright, so I'm not sure how much of this you guys can actually see based on where the table cuts off. However, here we have the entirety of my Hogwarts Castle display completely dissected, separated into like the 2 wide sections, 1 wide, 3 wide, and then all of the roofing parts in the back, as well as this weird shrimpy section that doesn't seem to really fit into anywhere for the Chamber of Secrets entry door. I also have my handy dandy AirPods case here with all of the Technic pins used to connect all the sections together. So without further ado, let's pop open this manual and let's try to combine the castle just as LEGO thinks it should be done. Honestly, this castle design looks much better than I anticipated. I love the way it all comes together, especially like the angles. Like the design you see behind me from previous years, it was pretty good, but it was very like locked in place. I love how this one has all the hinges and you can really move it around, and it kind of comes in and out and in and out. It makes a much more fluid design. Although where this castle really shines is from the back. So let's try to turn this around. Before I finish turning the castle around, I also wanted to mention that when you like completely close it, you get a very nice courtyard design for play, where you can have like all the figures in here and it's like a surrounded castle wall. Especially if you have the other sets to kind of build out the wall here to match the length of this one, you get a really nice enclosed castle design that allows kids to actually, play with everything. Well, what you're supposed to do, of course, is kind of bend this in and out, and then you get a much more fluid design, something kind of like this. And now this is really great, and it looks good from the inside. However, I do have a couple of continuity problems with it, namely the fluffy trapdoor down here does not connect with, I believe, the plant pieces right here, and you're supposed to be able to fall from the trapdoor into that. That's a play feature, and LEGO does not allow you to do that. That's the only real problem I have with this design. I think that definitely will be fixed and remedied in my actual design when I improve upon this. That's the only thing that's really like screams to me that's wrong about it though. I probably will have to rearrange a little bit to actually fit in the other 3 sets though. I definitely think this set, the staircase could definitely go in this corner section right here and buff that out, especially because it just seems like the right angle. Although I don't know how well it'll lock in there, but we'll do some experimenting. Also wanted to mention that there are 2 unused pieces for this set. You do not use the top piece for the Fluffy Castle section, or the brace bar for the hospital wing, which obviously makes sense. I wasn't expecting them to include that. I don't think I'll be able to include this piece. I'm gonna try, but we'll see. Actually, let's figure that out now. So mixing together the 2 sections I had allows me to make this solid piece right here, which is just the base of the Quidditch set with the dorm on top, with Fluffy's little roof tile on top as well. And that, I figure, could do relatively well adding on to the end here. Not sure how well you can see that with the angle of the castle now, but if we buff this out and kind of turn it, you can see that that will just be this end section right here. And that works really well. I think that adds the continuity of the castle. And also when you close it up to make the courtyard look, this completes it and makes this just as long, if not honestly a little bit longer than the design on the other side with the Great Hall, which works relatively well. Now, the only problem with this is that now I don't have a spot for the staircase, the grand staircase. Now, I'm trying to think. The only problem is the way this connects it allows something to turn like the opposite ways. So obviously like the optimum way would be to turn it outwards, and that way you can get a good interior angle, but that doesn't really work because then it kind of breaks continuity with how everything is. I really wish it had protected connections on the sides here. I think it might be better to mock and add that. I don't know, something about this just makes it very difficult to actually integrate, although I'm confident I can figure something out. Also, something I wanted to mention is we don't get to use the statue dude, which I really like. So what I recommend is just pulling off this section here, which is kind of boring anyway, and replacing it with statue dude. That makes it look a lot better. Now you just have 2 unused roof sections, which, I mean, it's not the end of the world. There's literally nothing interesting about these, so just like toss them. I've come up with an idea. So if you remove Sirius's prison cell and these 2 like angled pieces from the corner here, you can actually fit the grand staircase into this corner section. Now you do have a couple of odd gaps there. However, if you remove the smaller pieces from both sides of Dumbledore's like office, the library area, you can actually fit those pieces into the gaps and then push them in, and that completes the look on that side. That does require a little bit of modifications, but that works. Now the problem is over here is now slightly bald, but I think I know how to fix that. All right, well, everything works now, and this castle looks pretty great. It's a little off-center, so let's slide you over. I still did not find out where this missing 1x1 came from, and I do have 4 unused sections, but they're just boring roof tiles, so I don't think anyone really cares too much about that. But here is my rendition of improving LEGO's Hogwarts Castle design. Now, that does not fix the error that is the trapdoor not connecting with the plit. I'm gonna try to fix that next. However, as of right now, I think this is a decent attempt at making a rather good playable Hogwarts Castle. Get a lot of posability with the sections, being able to like straighten and bend this still, that's pretty fun. And the interior continuity works as well decently. I'm not the biggest fan of how low this tower spike is, but I think that's a sacrifice you have to make when using this piece. How does that look? Does that look better? Does that look better? I think that might actually. That lets in a lot more light for me to see. Here is my design for the Hogwarts Castle. I love this. This is, I think, perfect in my opinion. The angles here are great, especially for play. It's such a dynamic fold. I mean, it just kind of goes in and then out and in. The staircase looks so good. Let me show you this from the other side because it's even better in my opinion. All right, here we go. Hopefully you guys can see what I mean and how like the interior works incredibly well. My favorite part of this definitely has to be the grand staircase here, especially because the Fat Lady's portrait leads directly into the Gryffindor's common room, which is a great bit of continuity I didn't think I was going to be able to include, but now that I did, I could not see a way without it. We also have the great continuity from the trap door here, leading directly into the plant there. Hey, well, that works. And especially because like the 3rd floor corridor, the spinning staircase, instead of taking you back to the dormitory, it takes you accidentally to the 3rd floor. Like, oh, perfect. Even though it's the 2nd floor, whatever. The rest of the continuity works great. I mean, the bathroom still leads directly into the Chamber of Secrets. And this time, all the Chamber of Secrets sections on the bottom here are actually next to each other instead of being separated. I also really like how the new Sirius's escape set counteracts the corner tiles of the staircase one. Both of them being like opposite turns allows the castle to turn and then turn back. Kind of course corrects it, which is really good. I think if you omitted like the Gryffindor's dormitory there and put them back to back, you could like completely counteract that and just have like a straight angle there, which would work really well. I really like how it kind of zigzags a bit, especially from the back. It makes it look a lot more dynamic. You also have a lot of maneuverability here with the hospital wing. I'm not sold on how that's such a low section comparatively, but it is what it is. And you can actually kind of completely fold in this section of the castle or bring the entire thing out and around, which is a really fun way of turning the castle. I really wish LEGO would give us their own idea for an official version of this. I also think it's amazing how I used every single piece except for one corner roof tile. So take notes, LEGO, less extra pieces. But yeah, make sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you guys combine your castles in any other way? If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comment section as well. And if you want to see me try to integrate like the previous versions of the castle, like here we have the OG clock tower and everything. If you want to see me try to like toss these in there somewhere, let me know. I'd definitely be interested in trying that. The roofs wouldn't match and everything, which would be a bit unfortunate, but it'd still be a fun experiment to see if I could connect all of my old castle sections into this new design to make like the ultimate Hogwarts castle. So that's something you want to see, let me know. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the very next video.